Hey guys, welcome back to Liturgy with Lily. I'm Lily, and here we are striving to form holy disciples, holy families, and holy vocations here within our parishes of St. Nicholas and Holy Family. I am so happy that you guys are with us again this week. We have a lot to cover. It's another busy week, and before we begin and we dive into that, I want to wish you all again a Merry Christmas because as Catholics, we believe that Christmas is a season. It's not just a day. So, keep those Christmas decorations up. Keep the celebrations going. This week as well, we are celebrating Christmas and the Christmas season. So keep that joy just radiating within your household this week. So again, woohoo, new week, new year. So welcome to 2023. Happy New Year. This is so exciting that we have these videos going on and just so much going on in our parishes. Our parishes are so alive to start out this new year, 2023. So again, I'm just so happy to be here with you guys. So we're going to dive into this coming week and all that the church has to offer for you and for your families this week. So this coming Sunday is January 1st, New Year, and as always, this is the Solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. This is a holy day of obligation. Churches this year are going to be offering their usual weekend masses because this solemnity, this holy day of obligation falls on a Sunday. Because again, all of our Sundays are obligatory in the Catholic Church to attend Mass. The Mass schedules are going to likely stay the same no matter where you are. That's the case for our parishes here at St. Nicholas and Holy Family. So, um, Saint, so we have the Solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. And so just a little bit fun facts about this solemnity. We know it's a solemnity, so it's a big, big day in the church year, and a holy day of obligation, which again, big day. So the Greek word for this title, Mary, the Mother of God, is Theotokos, and this means God bearer. And so, a lot of times Catholics might hear from non-Catholics that maybe don't understand our devotion and our love for Mary, that Mary wasn't the mother of God, she was the mother of Jesus. And there's a difference. And as Catholics, we can kind of have this logical argument that can go on, right? So we believe that Jesus is God, and most Christians they're going to agree with you on that, right? If they believe in the Trinity, that Jesus is God. And we believe that Mary was the mother of Jesus. Yeah? Okay, great. Then it would just suffice to say that Mary is the mother of God, because Jesus is God and Mary is his mother. So I just think that's really cool. And I love that Greek word Theotokos, because she literally bore the Lord in her womb. Like, she has such a close relationship with him, which is why we rely on her and we love Mary so much, because we know that she's always going to point us to her son. So just really, really beautiful. Another fun fact about this title is it's actually the oldest and most commonly used title for Mary. So, just in centuries past and in a lot of our prayers, you'll hear reference to the Mother of God, or just, yeah, Mary, the Mother of Christ, right? So fun, awesome, great solemnity going on this coming Sunday that I'm sure the priests will be talking a lot about in their homilies. So look forward to that as a family. And then last week was a really busy week with feast days and memorials, and the same can be said for this week as well. We have 3 big memorials. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. And then next Sunday is another solemnity. So, really, really big week. So we're going to dive into that right now. This coming Monday, January 2nd, is a memorial for St. Basil the Great and St. Gregory Nazianzen. I had to look up how to say that last name, Nazianzen, because I have never said it before out loud. But Saint Basil and Saint Gregory lived in the 4th century of the church, so like the year 300, like 300s. Okay, um, and they were huge defenders of the faith. They were actually both bishops and were both named doctors of the church. So these are some powerhouse men right here. They actually both came from families of saints as well. Like their parents, their siblings, they each have like relations that were also canonized saints, which is really cool. And just goes to show like the beauty of holy families and that truly saints are formed within our homes and within our families. So I thought that was a really cool fact about both of these men. They were actually became like really great friends, studied together when they became priests and all of that. And I encourage you guys, honestly, read their stories because they both are fantastic. But a really interesting thing is that these men lived in a time of Arianism. And Arianism is a heresy that denied the divinity of Christ. So basically, it said that Jesus was a real man, but he wasn't God. He was just a great guy. And as Catholics, we believe that Jesus was both divine and he was both human. And so they lived in this time of heresy. And so basically, both of these men were known and were loved because they led the church to healing and to truth. And ultimately, it just helped the church grow back together and to recognize the truth that the Lord is both divine and man. And so these men were both extremely well educated, so they had people listening to them, of course, and believing them and following the truths that they were teaching. But they were also challenged on every corner by people in the church, by people in different nations and people of different religions. They were just being challenged left and right, and they never strayed from the truth, which can be such a great comfort and also just a wonderful example for us living in a time that where our faith isn't necessarily accepted, or it might be difficult to stick to the truth. It's easier to just stray from the truth and make it easier, right? For some people, make our faith seem easier for people that don't understand it. But the example of these men was to stick to the truth and to love the Lord above all things. And so just two really wonderful men that we celebrate this coming Monday. So then we have Wednesday is another memorial. Wednesday, January 4th, is the memorial of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. And this one might sound a little bit more familiar for you guys. And that's likely because she was actually the first native-born American to be canonized a saint. So St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, she had kind of a difficult life in the sense that she lost a lot of her loved ones at a very young age. So both of her parents died young. She married a wealthy businessman, and her father-in-law died. His dad died after they had gotten married. Her husband died after being married for only like 4 years. And she was actually left with all of her husband's siblings. There were like 7 of them. Like there were tons of kids that she was left to take care of by herself. And so Elizabeth Ann Seton, I mean, she made the best of her situation. She ended up taking vows and becoming a religious after the death of her husband. And then she also went on to establish the first free Catholic school in America. And so honestly, just an amazing woman who made lemonade out of the lemons that she was given in life and just devoted her entire life to the Lord. If you look up her story, you get to hear her conversion story and how she became Catholic and how that changed her entire life. So please look her up as well if you're looking maybe you work at a Catholic school, you send your kids to, get Catholic education somewhere. She's a wonderful patroness for that as well. So just keep her in your mind, and ask for her intercession whenever you need that. And then this coming Thursday, January 5th, we have the memorial of St. John Neumann. St. John Neumann was a bishop. Um, he was born in the Czech Republic, but then came to the US and was a missionary in the United States, where he ended up becoming a priest. So that's cool. Nowadays, you usually hear missionaries being sent out to like Africa or India or something like that, right? But in this time, he was actually sent to the United States as a missionary, and became a priest here. He ended up becoming the Bishop of Philadelphia, which is great. And he was the first American bishop beatified. So just a really, really great guy. Again, such powerhouses this week. Catholic powerhouses. That are such great examples for us personally, for our families. And yeah, I just hope that your family takes the time this week to just look up at least one of these saints and their story. And yeah, get a little deeper look and a deeper understanding into who they are so that we can become more like them, right? They're saints for a reason. They're in heaven with the Lord, and that's where we want to be. So as saintly as we can get, I love to read about the saints. Gives me great ideas for the future and just my current state on how to be a great person, how to be the best version of Lily that I can be. So, amazing. We have a few announcements too that I wanted to talk to you guys about. First of all, next Sunday, January 8th, is the Epiphany of the Lord. This is a solemnity, and we have an amazing event. I know you've all heard about it. It's going to be on the cover of this weekend's bulletin as well. Father Scott is going to mention it in his little column in the bulletin. So I hope that you can all make it with your families. We'll have something for everyone. So put that on your calendar. It's from 1 to 4 p.m. at Holy Family in the parish hall. So we hope to see you there. Another note on the calendar and things coming up. On the calendar originally, we had a Thrive Young Adult event scheduled for Friday, January 6th. This event is actually canceled because I will be setting up for the Epiphany party and making sure we have all the last minute things taken care of. So I will be doing that. And then Sunday, January 8th, there will be no Forged youth group. For the same reason, it's actually the same day as the Epiphany party. So, my high school students, if you are looking for something to do or you want to get involved and hang out with your friends, let me know. We have a lot of ways that you can volunteer on Sunday at the Epiphany party. So I would love to see you all there. And if you want to help out with something, that's great. I will definitely not turn down the extra hands. So I hope to see you guys there. Um, so I have two other things that I wanted to mention as well in this week's video. This past Wednesday, Pope Francis asked that we pray for Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Um, Pope Benedict XVI was the Pope before Pope Francis, and he is now 95 years old. He stepped down from his papacy about 9 years ago, and Pope Francis shared that Pope Benedict is very ill at this time. So I want to encourage you and your families to say a prayer for Pope Benedict, a prayer of thanksgiving for his papacy, but also just so that he can feel the Lord's comforting presence and guidance as he is transitioning into heaven and the next state of being, getting to be with the Lord in heaven. So yeah, just please pray for him. I encourage you, maybe pray just like an Our Father or Hail Mary, or if your family does like a family rosary, dedicate a decade of that to Pope Benedict the 16th. So there's that. And the last thing I want to note is this is a new year. So we're starting 2023, which is crazy to think about. Something that usually comes along with the new year is New Year's resolutions. And we love that. We love getting healthy. We love setting goals and um, reaching for great things in the coming year. Something that I would like you to consider is adding a spiritual aspect to your New Year's resolution. So a lot of times we hear like, okay, I'm going to start a new workout plan or a new diet or I'm going to speak these kind words to myself every day. And those are all great things, right? We love being healthy spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. That is so important. But please highlight also the spiritual aspect of your health. So where do you need to grow this year? Maybe you're making a resolution to go to at least one extra like daily mass per week, or you make a resolution to pray a decade of the rosary every day, or one year I made a resolution to only listen to Christian music in my car. And I actually did that. I only listened to Christian music for an entire year. And honestly, it was amazing. It was really beautiful. It was really hard at first to not listen to my country or my Broadway that I love to listen to. But to listen to Christian music and to find some really great Christian artists that I loved, and that just continuously spoke truth into my heart. So I encourage you, include that in your New Year's resolution. Maybe don't make a resolution, but like set a goal for this coming year, especially in the realm of spirituality and how you can grow closer in your personal relationship to Jesus. All right, that is all I have for you guys this week. I thank you again for being with us, and I also want to just let you all know that our staff at St. Nicholas and Holy Family is always praying for you. Please reach out if you need any personal prayer requests. We have a prayer network on Remind that we love to share prayer requests on there. But we are praying for you in a very special and particular way this Christmas season. So God bless you guys. I am excited to see you again next week. Bye.